My child, pause for a moment, take a breath and listen. Today I want to remind you of something you often forget. You are not alone. You are never alone, even when your heart feels heavy, even when the world feels silent. Even when no one seems to understand your pain, I am with you. You have been fighting battles that nobody knows about, carrying burdens silently and still waking up every day. Trying again. I see that. I honor that. You think you are behind, you think you are running out of time, but my child, you are exactly where you need to be. I am preparing something bigger than what you asked for, something that matches the strength of your faith and the depth of your struggle. The delays are not denials, the waiting is not punishment. It is protection. You have cried for a breakthrough, and it is coming, not slowly, not someday, but soon, very soon. Your name is being spoken in rooms you have never entered. Opportunities you thought you lost are returning. Doors that were closed are about to open, not by luck, but by my plan. You will step into blessings that will make sense of every tear, every disappointment, every lonely night. Remember this: what is meant for you will reach you, what is written for you will never miss you, and what I have planned for you is unstoppable. So lift your head, straighten your back, and don't give up now. Your season of miracles is approaching. Your life is about to shift, and the peace you've been seeking is already on its way. My child, you have been questioning so much lately. Why is my life like this? Why is nothing working? Why am I still struggling? But listen closely. You are in a transition. A divine turning point. A spiritual rewiring. Everything that feels heavy right now is not meant to break you, it is meant to shape you. I am removing people who cannot go with you. I am closing doors that were not aligned with your purpose. I am pushing you out of situations that were keeping you small. You prayed for growth, so I am giving you the situations that will make you grow. You prayed for strength, so I am giving you challenges that will bring out the strength inside you. You prayed for a better future, so I am clearing space in your life for that future to arrive. I know you feel tired. I know you feel emotionally drained, but breakthroughs happen right after the toughest battles. Do not lose hope now. The blessing you've been waiting for is closer than you think. You will soon understand why certain things didn't work out, why certain people left, why certain doors shut, and why you had to walk through pain before stepping into purpose. You are being positioned for something you cannot see yet, but you will feel it very soon, and nothing, not fear, not doubt, not delay, not any human, not any situation can stop what I have prepared for you. Keep your heart open, keep your faith alive. The storm is almost over. My child, you have carried pain silently for so long that you started believing this is your destiny. But hear me today. I have seen every tear you wiped alone. I have heard every prayer you whispered in fear. I have felt every ache in your heart, even when you tried to hide it from the world. Nothing about your journey is unnoticed. Nothing you went through is wasted. You think you're losing everything, but in truth I am removing what was blocking your blessings. You think people walked away from you, but truly I separated you for your protection. You think doors were closed, but in reality I was redirecting you toward something greater. Soon, you will see that every delay, every rejection, every heartbreak, every confusion had a divine purpose. You are stepping into a new season now. My child, what's coming for you is not small. It is bigger than what you prayed for, stronger than what you imagined, faster than what you expect, and more beautiful than what you lost. You will soon feel your energy rising again, your confidence returning, your joy coming back, your peace settling in your soul, because I am restoring you. I am rebuilding you. I am elevating you. You are chosen for something extraordinary. Your life is about to shift suddenly. A blessing is going to arrive like a surprise you never saw coming. A miracle will appear at the exact moment you were about to give up. My child, you are entering a moment of transformation, not slowly, not quietly, but powerfully. The things that once broke you will no longer have power over you. The situations that once drained you will no longer control your peace. The people who once hurt you will no longer have access to your heart. You are rising, you are healing. You are becoming who you were always meant to be, but before a new life begins, the old one must shake. That is why you have been feeling unsettled lately, not because something is wrong, but because something big is shifting. You prayed for blessings, but blessings require space. So I am removing the unnecessary. I am clearing your path. I am breaking chains you didn't even know you had. You are not losing anything, you are being prepared. Listen carefully. What I am bringing into your life is far greater than what I'm taking away. You asked me for a sign, this is it. You asked me if you are on the right path, you are. You asked me if your prayers are being heard, they are. You asked me if your future is safe, it is. You asked me if you will succeed, you will. Because your destiny is not built on fear, it is built on faith, and right now faith is rising inside you again. A quiet power is forming within you. My child, you have suffered enough. You have waited long enough, you have doubted yourself for too long. Now it is time for restoration, time for alignment, time for elevation. I am about to open a door that will erase years of pain. I am about to give you a victory that will silence every worry. I am about to deliver a blessing that will make you say, My child, you are standing at the edge of a breakthrough that you cannot fully see yet, but your soul can already feel it. That pressure you feel, that restlessness, that sudden shift in your energy, it is not anxiety. It is alignment. Your spirit knows something your mind hasn't realized. Your life is about change. You have outgrown your old season. The version of you that survived pain cannot walk into the future I am preparing. So I am removing old fears, old habits, old connections, old patterns that were limiting your destiny. This is why some things ended suddenly. This is why you felt disconnected from certain people. This is why situations stopped serving you. You're not being punished. You're being elevated. My child, you prayed for strength, so I built strength inside you. You prayed for peace, so I took you away from chaos. You prayed for blessings, so I rearranged your life to receive them. My child, your miracle is closer than your doubts. Your breakthrough is closer than your fears. Your blessing is closer than you think. My child, there is something you need to understand today. The storm you went through was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to awaken you. You were living smaller than your purpose. You were settling for less than you deserved. You were carrying people who were draining your soul. So I allowed certain things to shake, not to break you, but to shift you. I needed you to see who truly stands with you. I needed you to recognize your own strength. I needed you to step out of the old version of yourself so you could walk into the destiny I designed for you. My child, I know the path was painful. I know there were nights you cried until your heart felt empty. I know you questioned if I was listening. I know you wondered why life felt unfair. I am with you. I go before you, and I will make a way for you even where there seems to be none. My child, you have reached a moment in your journey that was written long before you were born. You asked me, why did it have to be so hard? And my answer to you is simple. If I had given you everything earlier, you wouldn't have understood its value. You wouldn't have recognized who was genuine. You wouldn't have known your own strength. You wouldn't have been ready. But now you have the wisdom to protect what is coming. Now you have the strength to carry the responsibility. Now you have the clarity to walk the right path. Hear me clearly. Are about to step into divine timing, not early, not late, but right on time. Things will begin to accelerate. Opportunities will appear out of nowhere. People meant for your next chapter will arrive. Doors that stayed shut will open effortlessly. Ideas will flow. Support will come. Peace will settle in your soul. Favor will follow you everywhere. This next season will not feel like struggle. It will feel like grace. My child, you are stepping into a moment where everything in your life is going to shift from uncertainty to clarity, from burden to breakthrough. From waiting to receiving. You have carried so much weight on your heart. You've been strong for so long. Even when you felt like breaking, you stayed silent about your pain. But I heard every word your soul whispered. You kept walking even when you didn't know where you were going. You kept believing even when nothing seemed to change. You kept praying even when you felt unheard. And now I am responding, not with small blessings, not with temporary relief, but with a complete shift in your life. My child, Listen, the chapter that almost destroyed you. Will soon become the reason you rise stronger than ever. You are not the same person you were last year. This is why your next season will not look like your past. I am placing you in situations that match your growth. I am sending people who match your energy. I am opening doors that match your purpose. I am releasing blessings that match your faithfulness. The things you thought you lost forever are returning in a better form. The things that didn't work out are being replaced with something greater. The things that were delayed are coming with divine speed. My child, I am lifting the weight from your spirit. I am calming the storm in your mind. I am restoring the hope in your heart. My child, there is something sacred happening around you. Even if you cannot see it yet, you think nothing is changing, but in the unseen realm, everything is moving in your favor. The silence is not empty, it is full of answers being arranged for you. The waiting is not wasted, it is building the path you are about to walk on. You have been asking me, when will things get better? And today I answer you, soon, very soon, not in the distant future, not someday, but in your present season. Breakthrough is coming to the very place where you felt broken. Healing is coming to the very place where you felt wounded. Blessings are coming to the very place where you felt forgotten. My child, your spirit has endured storms that would have destroyed others, yet here you are, still standing, still hoping, still believing. That strength didn't come from you alone. It came from me. I was holding you in every moment you thought you were alone. Now, I am leading you somewhere new. Somewhere safer, somewhere brighter. Somewhere that matches the purity of your heart and the depth of your purpose. You will soon understand why I removed certain people from your life. Some were attached to your past, not your future. Some would have blocked your blessings. Some could not go where you are going. Their exit was protection. You will also understand why certain opportunities didn't work out. Had they worked, you would have settled too early, but you were made for more, and I refuse to let you shrink yourself. You were not rejected, you were redirected. You were not delayed, you were being strengthened. You were not forgotten, you were being prepared. And now, preparation meets destiny. My child, you are entering a moment where your spirit will feel lighter. Your path will feel clearer, and your heart will recognize that everything you went through was leading you exactly here. You have walked through darkness that tested your faith. You have endured silence that tested your patience. You have survived situations that tested your strength. But you never gave up. Even when you doubted yourself, you did not let go of hope. Even when you felt lost, you kept moving. Even when you felt weak, you kept believing. My child, there is a divine shift happening within you and around you right now. You may not fully understand it, but your soul can feel it. The heaviness you carried for so long is beginning to loosen its grip. The confusion that clouded your mind is beginning to clear. The sadness that lived in your heart is slowly dissolving. This is not an accident. This is my work in your life. You asked me for help, and I am answering you in ways that will become undeniable. You asked me for peace, so I am calming the storms inside you. You asked me for clarity, so I am removing the things that were blocking your vision. You asked me for strength, so I am rebuilding you from the inside out. My child, you are entering a moment where everything that once worked against you will begin to work for you. The situations that confused you, the people who hurt you, the setbacks that discouraged you, none of them were final. They were shaping you, refining you, positioning you. You have walked through seasons where nothing made sense, where your heart felt heavy, where your prayers seemed unanswered. My child, what is coming next in your life will feel nothing like what you have been through. You have walked through fire, yet you did not burn. You have been surrounded by storms, yet you did not drown. You have carried pain in silence, yet you continue to rise every single day. This strength you have, this resilience you carry, didn't come from the world. It came from me. I allowed certain battles not to punish you, but to reveal the courage you didn't know you had. I allowed certain losses not to break you, but to empty your hands so I could fill them with something greater. I allowed certain endings so that new beginnings could finally unfold. My child, you have been asking for signs, you have been seeking Clarity, you have been longing for breakthrough, now listen carefully. This is the season where everything changes. You are not walking into a small blessing, you are walking into a destiny moment. A life-shifting moment. A moment that will redirect your entire future. The path ahead of you is brighter than you think. The peace coming to you is deeper than you expect. The opportunities being prepared for you are bigger than you prayed for. I am sending people who will support your growth. I am opening doors you thought were closed forever. I am placing you in rooms you once believed were out of reach. Your name is being spoken where your feet have not yet stepped. Your faith is unlocking things that effort alone could never achieve. My child, the battles you fought in private are about to bring public victories. The tears you cried at night are about to turn into unexpected joy. The burdens you carried silently are about to be lifted instantly. My child, you have no idea how close you are to the moment that will change everything for you. You think life has been standing still, but in truth I have been moving mountains behind the scenes. Mountains you didn't even know existed, battles you didn't even know I fought for you, paths you didn't even know I cleared for you. You asked me, why is it taking so long? And today I answer, because I wasn't preparing the blessing, I was preparing you for the blessing. You needed strength, so I gave you challenges. You needed wisdom, so I gave you lessons. You needed clarity, so I removed people who clouded your vision. You needed healing, so I took you away from places that were hurting your spirit. My child, you have come farther than you think. You have survived more than you speak about. You have grown more than you realize. There were moments you almost gave up, moments you questioned your purpose, moments you felt forgotten by the world, but you kept going, and because you kept going, you are now entering a season you once prayed for with tears in your eyes. You are standing on the edge of a breakthrough you cannot yet see, but your soul already feels it. The heaviness in your spirit is lifting, the tiredness in your heart is fading, the confusion in your mind is clearing. This is not an accident, this is alignment, this is divine timing finally catching up with you. My child, listen, you are about to step into blessings that were delayed, not denied. There were things I had to remove before I could elevate you. There were doors I had to close. Before the right ones opened, there were people I had to take away. Because their presence was blocking your growth, you asked me to bless you. I am doing it, but I must bless the new you, not the version you were trying so hard to outgrow. My child, there is something I need you to understand today. You did not come this far to only come this far. Every step you took in pain. Every moment you pushed through exhaustion, every tear you cried in silence, all of it was leading you to a place you could not see, but I could. You were walking through a season that felt like loss, but it was actually transformation. A season that felt like delay, but it was actually alignment. A season that felt like silence, but it was actually preparation. My child, you have been walking through a season where nothing seemed clear, nothing felt stable, and nothing made sense. But I want you to know today, you were not walking in darkness, you were walking in transition. Transitions are uncomfortable because they separate you from what is no longer meant for you and guide you toward what is waiting for you. My child, you have carried so much on your shoulders that even your silence has become heavy. You have kept going even when your heart was tired, your mind was overwhelmed, and your spirit felt drained. My child, there comes a moment in every destiny where the struggle ends, the confusion fades, and the soul finally understands why the journey had to be so difficult. You are standing in that moment now. You have survived storms that were